What we're talking about here, I think it was last week we played that rooting game.
Yes.
Remember how we talked about if I'm playing with Gord and we match our stances, okay, and I allow him to put a hand in where he wants, and then I put a hand in and he puts a hand, and I put a hand. Okay, so we're partnered. Okay. So in this game, what we're trying to do is learn about root. How do we establish our root? How do we lower our root? How do we use our lower root to uproot somebody else? Okay, so Gord asked a great question. He's like, does it matter where I put my hands? Okay, and the answer is yes. Right now it does. Okay. Most guys carry their center of mass, okay, where right now we're just referring to it as center, in your chest. Right? We carry it up here. Right? So if I'm down here trying to feel a center of mass, it's much more difficult. If we're here, and if his center of mass is here, and my hands are closer to that center of mass, it's easier to get a handle on and manipulate. Make sense? If he's a practitioner, if he's got some practice underneath of him, and he can lower his root to his, say his center, his Tai Chi waist, and my hands are up here, and I got to go all the way through his body, his system, to get to down there, that's a much more difficult task. Therefore, if I'm here, I can easily get to that center. Does it make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so does that answer your first question?
It does.
Okay. So, in this game, okay, if someone is, I'm going to keep my root high, Gord's going to try to feel my center of mass. I'm going to talk about that in a second. So he's feeling my center of mass, it's high. Okay, I'm going to put you on the spot. Can you feel my center of mass up in my chest?
I feel that it's high.
Okay, now, listen.
Yes.
Where's it now?
I think you got it down into your stomach.
Correct. See, he's learned his perspective, as his clarity is open enough, he can literally sense that change. So that's very good. Okay, next thing you need to learn how to do that.
If I think about dropping it down to my stomach, is that progression? Will it go down there?
Chi follows what? E.
So it should be lower.
That's all it is. That's what Master Chung says, first lesson, right? How do I drop my chi down to the dantian? Just drop it there. That's why we use a visualization. I always say, envision that golden ball swirling around at the dantian. As soon as you envision that, everything drops down there. That's all it is drop it there. I can drop it down into my feet. I can drop it into my hand. I can raise it. Okay? So when we're doing this, if you can feel someone's center of mass up in the chest and you're here, it's easy to feel that center and just put your energy into it and just break it, however you need to break it. Push it. Okay? If it's down lower and you're up here, it's more difficult. This is a better position. Okay? Answer that question.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's one little thing. The other thing I want to talk about, we have two centers. First one was that center of mass. And we can drop that, just like a little kid, right? We talked about this before. Little kid's happy to see you, and you can pick him up, you can throw him around, right? But when you want him to go to bed and he doesn't, and you try to pick him up, the kid weighs 400 pounds. How does that happen? He weighs 26 pounds either way. One way is you can throw him around like nothing, the other way is, here, help me. Right?
Yes.
We need to mimic that. So, center of mass is one thing. The other thing that I want to talk about is the second center. Do you know what the second center is?
Center of gravity?
Nope. Center of balance. Center of mass, center of balance. Center of balance is a mental thing. Got two centers. Okay? Tai Chi, we want to distinguish between them both and manipulate both. Okay, so center of balance, the mental thing. What does that mean? It's just words. Right? So when we're playing here, okay, and I do this, what just happened?
Come to balance.
And you're going like what? What's your mind doing? Oh, out. Exactly. So his mental center of balance is now outside of himself. He's trying to catch himself. Right? Okay, so that's something that we should be in tune with and be able to manipulate. Okay, if I can manipulate that and have someone's center of balance off balance, and then his root is much more susceptible. Make sense?
Yes.
Okay, so if you can split those two so that they're not working in conjunction, because in Tai Chi we want everything working together. You got your mind, you got your roots, you got your relaxation, you got your structure, you got all this kind of stuff all working together, then you're highly skilled. And everything flows together. Push hands, you can't beat the guy. Okay? But if you learn what's exactly going on here, structure, center of balance, center of mass, all these different things, and play them like pieces on a chessboard, that's how you get to be the grandmaster. Okay?
Yes.
So center of balance, center of mass, two different things. You need to understand how to manipulate both.